EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Silicon Valley. And with the foghorn sounding behind us, that can only mean one thing, and that is it's time for football at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Today we hit double digits, week 10, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Los Angeles Rams taking on the San Francisco 49ers. On the Rams sideline is Sean McVay. His guys holding their own, 6-2 over their last 8. Opposite him, the Niners' Kyle Shanahan. His guys ready to show out in front of the home fans. The shadows starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. They're led by their quarterback from the University of Alabama, Mac Jones.
Mac Jones absolutely believed in himself coming out of high school. Went to Alabama despite the fact there are many high-profile quarterbacks already on the roster, and blossomed into a Heisman Trophy candidate in his final season with 41 touchdowns and only 4 interceptions. Steady, consistent as a passer, doesn't have the biggest cannon for an arm, but can stretch the field and lay those passes in on the deep ball.
Back to the ground on first, it's McCaffrey. Through the middle of the field. Touchdown, 49ers. Christian McCaffrey, his 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the 49ers need just 2 plays on their opening drive to take the early lead. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms, because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. So out come the Rams now for their first possession. Leading the charge at quarterback, the former Georgia Bulldog, Matthew Stafford.
And if you go by the numbers, he's had a Pro Bowl-type season. And maybe that's even selling him a little bit short. He's the NFL leader in touchdown passes to this point in the year. And with the end of the season not too far away, he's got his guys playing at a very high level.
The numbers for Williams a week ago, 19 carries, 67 yards, and a touchdown.
Well, to no one's surprise, he gets an early rep right there, and they've been playing their best ball of the season as they built this winning streak. And that includes the ground game, where he's kept the offense productive and put them in position to win ball games. The question now is, can this defense that he's facing do what others haven't and finally put a stop to this streak?
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Now it's Stafford. And that's complete to Adams. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. And Charles, we see some of the injuries that have popped up for this franchise, and obviously hoping to get these guys back on the field in a hurry.
Brandon, I'm going to go ahead and age myself, but I'm going to ask you, when you were in high school and there were injuries, did you hear next man up from your coaches?
Well, you hear it every week now in the NFL, that's for sure.
You know, back when I played when dinosaurs roamed the earth, you didn't hear next man up. You heard, oh, no, we've got to put in Davis.
It's a gain of 8.
8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now we give up the middle to Williams. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down.
It's 2nd and inches at the 43-yard line.
Stafford going to give this one to Corum. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
First down. 1st and 10.
They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. this to the 30 before being taken down. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They run it again with Williams. He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line. Here's 2nd and 4 from the 24.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Up the middle, it's Williams. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Back to throw, Stafford. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Touchdown, Rams. Davante Adams with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Rams are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Now for the point after.
For the extra point.
It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. That time, a 9-play drive. And Davante Adams able to finish things with a touchdown reception. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And a pretty slick return there. Almost got it to the 45. Officially, they'll call him down at the 44. The 49ers offense, led by their running back, headed out for the second possession. And he's made his presence felt in the passing game throughout the season. You look at the NFL's leader in receiving yards by a running back. His name right there at the top. He had to fight that time. Ran through one tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Throwing, Jones. Completes it to Jennings. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice game. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Jones keeps it himself. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the 49er first down.
The Niners at 6-3 on the year, and they come in playing pretty well, 6-3 in their last 9.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Now Jones. A throw left side for Pearsall is complete. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
Brings up 3rd and 9.
Looking to throw. Jones. Oh, he'll take a shot from McCaffrey downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. On 4th down, the Niners send out the veteran Thomas Morstead to punt. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. So the Rams coming back onto the field, their 2nd drive of the game. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. So they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Here's Stafford. Screen play set up for Williams. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's 3rd down.
A gain of 4. And this is
Now Stafford. He's airing it out for Williams. And unable to connect, incomplete. Well, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
And that is how you respond after taking one on the chin to begin this game. Give up a first drive touchdown, go back out on defense, and completely shut them down to force a 3-and-out.
So on 4th down, on is Ethan Evans to punt for the Rams. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The Niners offense and Christian McCaffrey ready to go once more. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. Now the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4. Operating from the gun. Jones connects with Kittle underneath. 3rd and 2.
Jones pass complete to George Kittle. A gain of 2 brings up
back to throw. Jones got a man right side. It's McCaffrey. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. They'll get a dozen there, and it's a 1st down, 49ers.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
83 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
1st and 10 at the
He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. And what they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Marcus Williams from his safety spot, making a nice play.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Throwing on 2nd down, Jones. An unlucky number here, a loss of 13 on the play. And it's going to be 3rd down and forever.
Brings up 3rd down.
So certainly in a pickle here. They have a mile to go to try to pick up the 1st. We'll see what they've drawn up. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
I'll tell you what, these last couple of drives, much better from a defensive perspective. They gave up a touchdown on the opening drive, and then after forcing a punt on their last possession, it looks like they're going to get the football back again.
It'll be a 44-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
A gain of 15.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the 1st quarter.
Stafford. It's caught here by Adams. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. This defense for the Niners, they were very strong in the win last week over the Giants.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
And some pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
1st down, Rams.
They'll stay on the ground with Williams. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Another Rams first down. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
Behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 49ers 34-yard line.
7-7, our score after one. The Rams with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it 2nd down and 11. In motion goes the tight end. To throw is Stafford. Short throw, it's Higbee. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
8 yards on the pickup.
They'll try to run for it. Here's Williams. And he is going to have the Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Here's Stafford. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Jordan Elliott breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Throwing is Stafford. Pass complete there to Nakua. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8.
It's a gain of 9 yards.
Now Stafford.
This is 3rd down.
And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up.
For the field goal. A 27-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Niners offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. As we take a look at the league leaders in receiving touchdowns, he is right up there amongst the best in the NFL. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10.
2nd and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Now Jones off the bootleg. Pass caught by Pearsall. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 2.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. And now that brings up 4th down there. A loss of 6 yards on the sack. Everybody was coming on the blitz that time, and they got home.
And you know the expression, hat on a hat, in terms of blocking, trying to keep your quarterback protected? Well, if you don't have enough hats, that's the end result. Your quarterback goes down, and sometimes he goes down hard.
Here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. Well, a nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. Stafford. Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Well, they came up with points in their first 2 possessions, but it looks like they'll come up empty here on their 3rd drive. The defense finally starting to get locked into them a little bit. Might have to go a little bit deeper into their playbook on their next possession.
First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. It'll be a net of 40 yards there following a 43-yard punt, 3-yard return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Out comes Christian McCaffrey with the rest of the offense. Now he's having himself a little bit of a banner game. His team right now, though, losing.
Needs a little bit of help, and I kind of equate it to a basketball game where you have the big score, and sometimes your strategy is, okay, he can go ahead and have all of his points. Let's hold down everyone else, and that's the way you win the game. And right now, he needs everyone else to start scoring, quote-unquote, as he's been.
Yeah, and he's hoping to keep it close so maybe they can keep it on the ground, not start to go through the air as much. And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down. 2nd down and 6 now.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
First carry of the game for Brian Robinson. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down.
And the 49er first down. 1st and 10 at the
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
And he'll get this just inside the 30-yard line. Well, this, the 2nd meeting of these 2 teams. You might recall they met back in Week 5. And it was the visiting Niners who won that ball game, so they'll look to make it a clean sweep here at home in Santa Clara. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. 117 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. This carry with the extra effort is going to get him stopped up just shy of the 10. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Robinson up the middle. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
A gain of a yard.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And the 49ers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And the 49er first down.
McCaffrey will struggle to get to the line of scrimmage as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the first half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Robinson is going to go backwards. He'll lose yardage back to the 5. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now...
And it's complete in the end zone. Touchdown, 49ers. Juwan Jennings, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Niners have retaken the lead. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And the lead is now 14-10.
14. Rams.
So that drive, 12 plays in length. And it's polished off by a touchdown for San Francisco. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Here's Kyron Williams running out for another possession. They're behind in the first half here, CD, but it's not through any fault of their running back. He's had a strong start to this one.
And you're right about that, partner, because watching him play, you would think that his team is in the lead. He has been a lot of fun in this contest. Now let's see if they can actually make something happen and put more points on the board behind his efforts.
Yeah, I'm curious to see, Charles, if they can play complementary football and get that passing game going as well. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And the slot man goes in motion left.
It's a gain of 6.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. 16 yards is the pickup there and a first down for L.A.
First down.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
Stafford now to throw. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Now we watch everything with great anticipation because he just had his 999th reception. And yes, math majors, the next one, a big one, 1,000. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Adams, the man in motion left. Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give up the middle. And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. From the gun on 3rd down, Stafford. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So they decline the hold, and that's going to lead to a 4th down.
A 42-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. So the margin shrinks a bit as back-to-back drives here for him end with field goals.
Yeah, we know no one's turning down 3, especially in the first half, but you've got to finish these drives in the end zone. That's got to be a priority. Nice to have a reliable kicker, but outside of his agent, you know you'd rather him kick 1-pointers instead of 3-pointers.
The home team's offense and their running back getting set to go once more. And as a play caller, when you've got a guy who's running like this, you lean on him and your offensive line. He's had big hole after big hole to run through in this first half. Here's Jones throwing to start the drive. That's complete to Pearsall. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Go get him, go get him, go get him.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and it's second down.
Brings up second down at the 10-yard line.
Play clock down to 0, and that's going to be a delay.
Delay of game, offense.
So they'll walk him back half the distance. Looking to throw. Jones. Over the middle, that's complete to McCaffrey. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Now third down and very long. Operating from the gun, Jones. He's going to go for a big play downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on fourth down. Fielded at the 43. A nice job getting free on the return for 13 yards. And the Rams are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over. And they'll send the slot in motion left. And they'll fake the jet sweep and instead give up the middle to Williams. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Out of the gun, Stafford. Going to be taken in here by Nakua. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
28 yards. That's good for a Rams first down. A 28-yard gain. First down, Rams.
Now whistles and a flag down. I think one of the Rams linemen might have moved. So a tight one so far. 1-point game at the break as we check in with Scott Hansen at our halftime report. Scott.
Okay, Brandon, thank you.
Season contest.
Set to kick off.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Rams offense and Matthew Stafford set to take over once again. He had the touchdown pass earlier, adding to his impressive season total as you take a look at the NFL leaders in touchdown passes at this point in the season. They start the second half here with Williams. He'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28.
He was brought down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play. Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. Now it's Stafford. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. And now that brings up 4th down there. A loss of 6 yards on the sack.
And we all know how talented this guy is who's calling the signals for him. But even the best in the game, they can struggle against a good, cohesive zone coverage. Can't find a gap in the secondary quick enough, and he ends up taking a sack.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Returning it is Moore. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Niners set up well. They take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. McCaffrey running up the middle. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. 2nd down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage. Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And the pressure gets to McCaffrey as they stop him short of the line to gain. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Jones now throwing on 4th down. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
Now, that's just simply good coaching and excellent technique on that play. You know why? Because everyone wants to rush the passer when they want to throw the football, but you're not always going to get there. So what are you taught to do? When the ball's finally thrown, get your hands up in the passing lanes, and they batted that one away.
No. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
On the sneak, it's Stafford. And he is going to have a Rams first down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1.
A pickup of 2 yards. 1st down, Rams.
I don't know about you, but I like this call. 3rd and inches, and instead of worrying about getting it back to a running back and maybe there's some penetration from the defensive front, just go ahead and take it, move forward, and pick up the first down.
As we say often, shows confidence in your offensive line. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
At the 32-yard line.
Now a man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Williams. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. They work now on 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 30-yard line.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 19. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Corum now on 1st and 10. And he stopped immediately there. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 18-yard line.
From the gun, here's Stafford. That one taken in by Whittington. And the Rams are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
That's good for a Rams first down. 1st and goal, Los Angeles.
Williams. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
scrimmage.
A loss of 2 there, second down.
Brings up second
Overall, I'd have to say
and
that was just really good
at the
team defense
2-yard
because
line.
to me, you can't pin that one on the running back. He had no shot there. He had a man in his face immediately.
Back to throw, Stafford. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. And that one really pushes him back. A loss of 9. And now it's 3rd and goal after the sack. Back to throw. Stafford. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
And his kick is indeed good. And they have regained the lead. So it's his 3rd field goal now with the ball game, and they've needed his leg. This last one gives them the lead.
It's been a back and forth kind of a game, hasn't it? Now you got to tell your defense, guys, need you to make this stand up because we got the momentum going in the right direction, but we need you to make sure we carry it home.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Christian McCaffrey and his 49er teammates back onto the field. He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's coming together for you. Big guys up front have created space. You've run through it. You've probably got some help even from the wide receivers who want to catch passes as opposed to block, but they're helping out too.
Yeah, everyone's pitching in. He's had a good game. This pass to Jennings, and he makes the catch. Now he's free at the 35. And he takes it all the way down to the 22.
Offense.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Throwing Jones. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Now Jones. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
To number 88.
Now a 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 43-yard line.
Off the play fake. Jones. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it. Brings up 4th.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. So here are the Rams to take over. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well. Now carry number 20 of the game. Here's Williams. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 145 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
First and 10 at the 36.
It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
4 yards
From the 41, here's second and 6. They'll send the tight end in motion. A shotgun snap for Stafford. Short throw, it's Higbee. And Higbee going to have a Rams first down up near midfield, spotted at the 48. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Gain of 7. First down, Los Angeles.
In motion right goes Adams. Play action. Stafford. He'll get this complete to Whittington. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that will bring up second down.
A gain of 4. It's now second and 6 at the 48.
Now Stafford. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
Rams first down. A gain of 33 yards on the play. And a Rams first down.
They made that way too easy for them. No one is supposed to be that open against an NFL defense. Once he caught the ball, there wasn't anybody close enough to stop him. And he was able to continue downfield after making the catch.
Third quarter of a 2-point game. A good one so far. Here's second and 10. To throw is Stafford. And that's complete to Adams. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
A gain of 2 on the play. And this
From the gun on third down, Stafford. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Fourth down now as San Fran's defense was strong in coverage. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
14.
So his second field goal now here in this third quarter.
The first one got him the lead, and this one adds to it, but by no means is this one locked down. This is very much anyone's game.
And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this third quarter. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's 49er football, but some ground to cover. They find themselves behind as we hit the fourth and final quarter. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has now received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Here's Thomas Morstead now as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Rams offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been that successful. He just processes things so quickly and makes a right read seemingly every time. Now they'll send Higbee in motion. Now it's Stafford off the bootleg. Oh, what a juke into space. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 31-yard line.
And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Stafford. That is caught. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the Rams first down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Well, we made a big deal about catch number 1,000, as we should. Now he's at 1,001, so he's building towards 2,000, Charles.
I like your optimism, and I love your math. Let's go ahead and get the next 1,000, and he's started on it already.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 46. Man open left side, it's Williams. So the completion good for just 3. And it'll be 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 49ers' 43-yard line.
Stafford going to give this one to Corum. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards.
Rams first down. 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Stafford throwing quickly, complete out wide.
Complete to Jordan Whittington.
This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. Now we give up the middle to Williams. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. 160 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Ball on the 8. It's 2nd and 4. Again, it's Williams. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
At the 5-yard line.
2 yards still to go. 3rd down now.
This is 3rd.
Stafford. Oh, they would have gotten the conversion if he could hold on. Instead, the drop means it'll be 4th down.
Incomplete.
Decision made for Sean McVay. They're going to go for it. On 4th down, Stafford. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. So that's a decision that could loom pretty large here. They go for it on 4th down, but come up empty.
But I actually like the call, and the reason? It shows me a head coach has faith in his team overall. First on the offensive side, thinking they can pick it up, but also knowing that he has faith in his defense that if they don't, they'll go out there and stop them. I like the confidence he showed.
A give running left, it's McCaffrey. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, but sometimes the other guys make a play against you. What's that expression they like to use in the NFL? Those guys get paid too, you know.
Yeah, in college they say, hey, they're on scholarship too. In the NFL, they're getting paid too. With the day he's had, you can have one go in the wrong direction. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
49er first down. 1st and 10.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll give it up to McCaffrey. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Brings up 2nd and 4. At the
Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
32-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd and 3.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the 49er first down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Operating from the gun, Jones. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. It has been a rough afternoon for him trying to get rid of the football. See, that's now 5 sacks.
How'd you like to be the offensive coordinator, the offensive line coach trying to come up with an answer for this pass rush? What blocking assignments do you change? Can guys play a little bit better? And we're seeing the end result on the scoreboard. Long day in the pocket for their quarterback.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. The throw out wide going to be incomplete. So 2 3rd down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he's on to punt for San Francisco. Fighting through the tackle at the 30. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And the LA offense ready for this next possession. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead. Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Now Stafford. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Just because you got the lead in the 4th, it doesn't mean you have to play it safe. I like the aggressive play call there to push it downfield. That time, it didn't work out.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Here's more on the return. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. And San Francisco gets set to go here. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. And let's listen in on the call. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Looking to throw. Jones. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
A gain of 3 brings up 2nd down at the 22-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Jones. That's into the hands of Pearsall on the right side. A big play needed, no doubt. 3rd and long.
Brings up 3rd and 14.
Operating from the gun, Jones. He's going to drop this underneath for Robinson. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And they've got a 4th down now in a game that, to be honest, has been pretty much everything we could have asked for. Desperation time now. Here's Jones. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here. McCaffrey on the counter. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. To throw is Jones. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
It's now 3rd down.
Jones. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Here we go. This is 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Here's Jones. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that will force a turnover on downs. Here's a Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. Now they show jet sweep, but instead a run up the middle here. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Got to figure the rush is going to be fierce again as they come up 2nd and 13. Stafford now to throw. Screen play set up for Williams. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. The Rams go victory formation as they take the knee. Here comes the Rams punter now as he's on for the 5th time here today. Punt, but they get 9 back on the return. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. And this one is incomplete. Another try, 2nd and 10 now. One final shot. They'll look to throw. They've got his man complete. And all the way down to the 29. Well, it took us until the final play, Charles, to officially decide a winner, although on that last play they were so backed up it would have taken a miracle, and they couldn't get that miracle done.
Well, I like how you stayed with it because we both knew that this had to go down to the last play, and neither side was going to exhale until that play concluded because we've seen the improbable before. A couple of laterals, maybe some poor defense on the back end. They might have gone all the way to the end zone. In this case, though, it didn't happen. Perhaps next time.
So for L.A., the win will move them to 7-2 now on the year. And they'll get another road date next week. Meanwhile, for the 49ers, it's a bit of a setback as they drop to 6-4 now. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Glendale to take on the Cardinals. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next.